Hey YouTube, this is 3Onion here with another episode of Skylines, our second episode, and as you can see, I were given the opportunity to expand a little bit this city that I was building on the previous episode. So I added, like I said, a heavy farming district, which I called Willow Lane, and as you can see, the farming industry it's not very developed yet. I don't have a lot of demand right now, but it's there and it's contributing to my import-export business. So almost half of the export is farming, and as you can also see, I've added a commercial business district, which is right here, to make the transition between the residential area and the industrial area. In the residential area, I expanded a little bit by building this road all along the residential. At the moment, this seems like an unnecessary investment, but I believe in the future it will pay off as our city will be growing. I also have plans to somewhere in the future build a highway from the north, from this coastal line to that main highway. So that's just a plan. So what I intend to do in this episode is upgrade the roundabout, because we finally unlocked the highway, which means we can upgrade these bits and upgrade the roundabout, and thus increasing the traffic flow around the roundabout, which increases dramatically. We can also remodulate this bit of the highway to make it a little bit more so you can have a better transition, let's say it like that. And I'm just gonna arrange this thing and expand a little bit, make it a little more easygoing. Now we have a more suitable roundabout, and I'm just gonna add some trees in here because we cannot build anything next to a highway, so it will be empty space forever and we can fill it with trees and stuff, so that it gets more appealing and it decreases pollution. I don't know if I'm gonna build something in the middle of this empty space. I'm probably gonna use it as a buffer zone for the industrial area, separating the residential from the industrial by having trees or something. I still have to think about it. As you can see, we have a huge demand in residential areas, so I'm gonna build a small residential area because the high density still haven't been unlocked yet. So I mean, we still have to wait. We have to almost double the population until we have high density buildings available. I'm gonna develop the residential area by just building some roads. So I've built this neighborhood, this another neighborhood, and I'm just adding residential zone to it, so that I can have obviously more residents and stuff. As you can see, we have already water connected, so that shouldn't be a problem. Maybe in here, let's just build a small terminal. We also have unlocked the bus depot, the mass transport system. We have buses and taxi depots. So what we can do is add a taxi system, maybe start a taxi system somewhere, maybe to the industrial area. I don't know, I still have to think about it. So just leave it for now. All we can have is a bus line connecting all the three main areas of the city. But first, I'm gonna have a high school because we have a high demand for educated workers. in the office buildings, in the commercial buildings. So I'm just gonna have it in a place where it can influence most of the buildings of the city. So I'm gonna place it maybe in here. Yeah. So yeah, now we have a high school. We should be able to get more educated workers for our office zones and commercial zones, allowing it to develop further and bring in more taxes. That's what the main goal is about. So as you can see, I also have added a plaza, small gardens. Yeah, small gardens. It allows for an increase in the desirability of the land, the general appeal of the land. So as you can see, it's not. We have some blue areas already, but it allows for the development of wealthier people, development of houses, and wealthier people, and more developed houses means more taxes, which is exactly what we want. As you can see, we have a positive net income, and that's what this is all about. So as long as we keep it positive, there shouldn't be a problem. Oh, look, we have a fire in here, but the fire department is already at it, so that shouldn't be any problem. Now we just wait for the residential to develop, allowing us to increase the demand of commercial and industrial, and just keep developing the city. I'm gonna probably develop in here the industrial area, the farming industrial area. So as you can see, I added more farming industry and another block of heavy industrial zone. We have another fire. We have a lot of fires. Maybe I should upgrade the fire station. I think I'm gonna wait until I have the heavy duty fire station. But for now, I'm probably gonna head the bus depot and start building my main bus lines, my mass transit system. So I'm probably gonna start it just at the bus depot and connect the farming industry to the office, to the heavy industry, and to the residential area. So as you can see, I created just like something like that. It's very basic layout, just connecting all the districts together. And in the future, I want to add another bus line, just interconnecting the residential area between each other. I'm probably going to do it firstly in a horizontal way, and then further down the line maybe in the vertical way as well, so just covering all the basic neighborhoods. So I'm gonna do just that right now. So maybe start, I don't know, maybe connected. I mean, I want to place the bus line in somewhere where it intercepts the bus line number 1, the one that connects all districts together. So yeah, maybe in here, and then just move along horizontally until to cover all the residential areas. So I'm just gonna do around. I'm gonna go around just for now, and then I'm gonna enter the residential area and start specifying the main line. So as you can see, it's very important that you double back on the bus line so that people can travel more than one way around the line. So if one person goes to an industrial area to work and he wants to go back, it's easier because the line double backs on itself. And also it allows for both sides of the street to be connected, which allows for more people, avoiding people connecting and intersecting the road crossings and just creating more people traffic. So I always like to double back on the bus lines. I think it adds for a more efficient system, so that's what I'm doing right now. So yeah, now I finished bus line number 2, and as you can see, it's connected to connecting the residential area. I'm just gonna change its color to be more visible, and there you go. As you can see, it connects the residential area to the main bus line 1, which connects all the important districts. Let's see what we can do now. We still haven't made healthcare. Yeah, we have to make a cemetery. We have 3 deceased already, which are not being collected. We could have the cemetery next to the dump, but that wouldn't be humane, I guess, even for a game. So I'm gonna put it in the northern part of the city, maybe in here. I'm going to have just a small road just to continue the track, the grids, continue the grids, and add the cemetery next to it. Here we go. So the death care is one of the most hated parts of city skylines, and I can see why, because people seem to die in waves, so you have a lot of people dying at the same time, which obviously overwhelms the entire death care system, no matter how many cemeteries and crematoriums you have. This is especially irritating when you have a lot of population. I mean, a lot of high density buildings with people dying all over the town. That's pretty annoying. And as you can already see, we have the bus lines just moving along. It's pretty congested right now, but the buses have just spawned on the same place, so that's normal that they are all in the same place at the moment. What is interesting, and it's it's a feature added in the expansion, in the After Dark expansion, is the fact that you can transform how bus lines are around the night and daytime. So you can cancel the entire bus line at night times, for example, if you don't see any movement on it during the night. But what we can do for now is maybe reduce in the budget, how the buses move around at night. We can cut by 50% the bus budget. This means only half the buses will travel along the bus lines at night, which probably is more than necessary, but we'll wait and see how the general population behaves during nighttime and see if we need more or less buses, or even if we can abolish some bus lines during nighttime. But we just have to wait around and see how it gets along. So as you can see, we have already only 100 people using the mass line, but the buses haven't still done one circuit along the main bus line, so we have to wait a while before we can get any significant results. Our farming industry is booming actually, as you can see, and we're starting to get a lot of traffic, mainly in the industrial area. So, but the city is developing nicely. As you can see, we have already encased. We have a power shortage in here. So I'm just gonna build another aeolic power plant. As you can see, I can now build them on water. I've just acquired. I've just gained enough population to do it. These aeolic parks, water aeolic parks, are more efficient than the ones that can be built on land. The water ones not only can have reduced noise pollution on land because they can be built on water, but they also produce a lot more power. They can produce up to 20 megawatts. So they are more cost effective than the ones on land, which only produce like 8 megawatts. So yeah, they are more cost effective, and that's why I tend to build them. One thing that was added in the After Dark expansion is the fact that the wind speed can change. I don't think this was on the default game, as I remember the production of electricity being constant. And so that concludes another episode of City Skylines. So if you like, please drop a like. If you don't, well, piss off. This is 3Onion. out.